We want to thank our amazing sponsor, the Rope Drop Queen herself, Michelle McKnight. She is a destination specialist with touring plans and can help you plan an amazing vacation. Whether it's Disney, Universal, a cruise, or an all-inclusive, she can help you with booking, planning, and strategizing to help you have an incredible experience at a great rate. Contact her today at michelle@touringplans.com. Now, on to the show.
Helping you navigate the Disney parks.
With the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
You're listening to Rope Drop Radio.
Welcome to another Rope Drop Radio. Derek and Doug talking all things Universal. That's right, it is trip report time, Doug. I just got back from a couple days at Universal Studios in Florida, and we're going to talk all about it.
One day in the park, right? 2 nights in the hotel?
2 nights in the hotel, 1 day at the park. We did rope drop to end. We did as much as we possibly could, and so it was a lot of fun, and we got to discuss.
All right, I'm ready for that. But first, let's thank some patrons, Derek.
Let's thank 2 long-term Patreons. We have Cody Krantz and Brian Flock. Thank you guys so much for all your support over the years of the show. And thank you to all of our Patreons who continue to support our show and the ones that I've seen in the parks and message us. Thank you to all you guys that have been amazing. And if you are interested in joining that incredible community, visit in the show notes.
That's right. And Brian Flock actually has his own podcast, the DCL Duo, so you can check him out. But first, let's listen to Apple Podcast reviews. So I have some to read. I will read one for you this week. All right, here it is. And I love this title, by the way. This might be one of my favorite titles other than like the thing about Mahomes. But anyway. Just like MDE, this is rated for ages 4 and up. So I tweeted a little while ago about how my Disney experience is rated for ages 4 and up. And that's hilarious. Anyway, by Midwest Mini. Great podcast about all things Disney that the whole family can listen to in the car. And shout out in disagreement in some of their opinions. And they put in parentheses that they're Disco Yeti stans.
So they like Disco Yeti. They don't want old Yeti. Okay.
Huge fans of Disco Yeti.
No, bring back the old Yeti.
Concerning. But, I mean, strobe lights need love too, I guess. So there we go. And now on to Universal. And we have a special guest. I'll go into host mode here a little bit.
There you go. The rules get to switch on Trip Report days.
Derek's Trip Report, and Derek can't describe it alone today. So we're bringing on junior reporter Olivia Sasman. Welcome to the show, Olivia.
Hello.
And you turned 10 on this trip. We kind of celebrated your birthday at Universal. You got to wear a birthday button around. We got a lot of free desserts because of it. So, Doug, she is one of those people that you don't like that doesn't celebrate the pin on the actual birthday. She celebrated a few days early.
I can make an exception for children. I won't totally
Won't do it for adults? Okay.
No. Grown-ups, you wear it on the day, not the month. Just saying.
That's
Just
true.
saying. So let's...
I wore it on the last day because it was closest to my birthday.
There you go.
I got back 2 days ago. So
Yes. All right, let's get into it. Let's start with the hotel. Now, this is your first time staying on property at Universal, right, Derek?
Yes, it was.
And you stayed at the Hard Rock. And first of all, how was it? The general impression of the Hard Rock?
so good.
So good. I agree. This is a bucket list resort. Yes, a bucket list,
Wow,
Doug.
bucket, not
And
a check.
No, I am glad we stayed here. I'm not gonna lie, it was phenomenal. The amenities were great, but the people there, the service was exceptional. A lot of love given to the families, and a lot of free things given to us for Olivia sharing her birthday with everyone. The room, though, Olivia, what did you think of that?
It was so good because my parents got their own bed. Callum got his own full-size bed, and then I got my own bed. Declan got her own bed, so it was perfect.
Everyone slept well because everyone had their own bed. We were in the Future Star Suite, so who did you have above you while you slept? Who was watching over you?
We had Miley Cyrus, and above us, we had stars.
Britney Spears.
Britney Spears.
She is stars.
Yes.
All the stars.
All the stars. So we had her looking over our children while they slept. But no, overall, this room was phenomenal. Definitely will rank that as one of the top rooms. Had a little dancing stage that the kids love to play on. This is one, if you haven't, check it out online. We did post pictures. It's great. And if you have a larger family, I'm getting addicted, Doug, to these larger rooms.
Yeah, the larger rooms are nice. Sleeping surfaces for every individual is a key to
worth
life.
the extra money. It's done
Yes.
like yes. Worth Olivia's extra money.
Olivia's
You don't have it
chipping
with your
in.
money. Yes. So we loved it.
Chipped in
And
a penny.
the pool was great, large enough that the kids could have a lot of fun. They had a slide, but I really enjoyed the DJ and all the activities that they're doing at the pool to keep the kids entertained. And it was just, the music the whole time. If you've watched How I Met Your Mother, you know Barney Stinson likes Rise. And the music at the Hard Rock was all Rise all the time.
Yes. All rise all the time. And that room, you'd have booked a standard room, but you got a little extra magic, right?
I did. Yeah, the magic comes all the way to Universal sometimes, so got the upgrade. So thank you for that.
Yes, touring plans upgraded Derek to let him experience the sweet life.
And
over
now
at
I
the Hard
can't go
Rock.
back. It was a good upgrade because now I'm going to keep spending more money on this.
Amazing.
It was an amazing room.
A
This
lot.
would be one of the best.
A lot better than a standard room where everybody's in one room and one bathroom and all that sort of stuff. So,
Like a hotel room.
how was the dining?
We dined at the kitchen while we were there the one night. I really enjoyed it. You had some good things. You got your chicken fingers, and the food was great. But I do have a funny story. Declan, my 8-year-old, went to order a steak because he eats steak for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
As any
And they-
Nebraskan would.
and because he's a Nebraskan, he orders it medium rare. And the chef or the waiter goes, "You're a child. We can only cook well done." And I looked at him. My wife looked at him. Declan goes, "Nope." And he ordered macaroni and cheese. And we're just like,
I ordered
we're from.
macaroni and cheese too.
Oh yeah, you did as well. And yeah, so we're from Nebraska. That's a sin. You can't. My child will only eat medium rare steak. So
the
that
cow-
was the only knock. And the waiter was like, "Please don't take this out on me." I'm like, "I'm not. I just don't understand."
That doesn't make sense. The cow died in vain then if you're going to cook it well done.
Exactly. I thought you'd like that one, Doug.
That is oh man. And the other two resorts on property that I think are comparable are Portofino Bay and Pacific, and they're very nice. One nice thing about Hard Rock, it is the closest to the parks. So how was getting to the parks as we transition to talking about the parks from Hard Rock?
Olivia, how did we get to the parks every day?
Did
Did we walk? No, we took a boat.
Oh my goodness.
took a
Did she
boat.
even go on the trip?
I know. We took a boat. It was great.
And you could walk,
You could
Yes.
walk.
but we didn't.
We
Very
did
close.
not to save, some calories, but the boat service was great. It showed up pretty quick for us every time we took it, and it was only about a 5-minute boat ride to the park. So if you get on it's worth it. Get there a few minutes early and just take the boat instead of walking. And they sang happy birthday to Callum, actually, the one day we were on it.
Now, because you're staying on property at one of the right resorts, you got Express Pass, correct?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
And so you get early park access and Express Pass. How'd Rope Drop go, and what was your plan for that hour early park access?
Well, my kids did really well getting up. I said they got to be on the ball for this one. Parks open at 9, so early entrance was at 8 at Islands of Adventure, and we were there at 7:30. So we waited about 20 people ahead of us. Like, we were as close to the rope as I think you're going to get on this trip. And where did we beeline
Are
to
you
first?
saying you're basically handicapping, saying your family you can't get on the rope with your family?
I have
there?
a 4-year-old, and yeah.
I don't know. It's been done. It's been done.
It has.
With a 4-year-old.
We've done okay. Olivia and I, we'd be on the rope at every park for
I
the
believe
record.
that. All right.
Yeah.
Yep. So where did we go first, Olivia?
We went to Harry Potter.
We did. We went all the way to the back corner, and Hagrid's was down.
Oh my goodness.
We were
It
upset.
was so fun.
It was fun. We get there. First, we did Forbidden Journey, and you really liked that, right? Didn't you?
Yeah.
And then Hagrid's opened back up, and so we were able to jump on that. And let me tell you, Hagrid's is the best attraction in Orlando.
It kind of
Hands down.
reminds me of Everest, though, but like it has a drop in everything.
A drop in everything. Well, I won't go on Hagrid's if it reminds you of
I
Everest.
think you can.
'Cause
I
Everest is
honestly
evil.
think you can. I really
Evil.
do, Doug, think you can do Hagrid's. It does. It just goes really fast. It's got some sharp turns, but it really doesn't do anything. I mean, the way you drive, because I've been in the car with you, feels about the same as Hagrid. So I went, I rode the motorbike. Olivia was in my sidecar, and it is still with the animatronics, the surprise drop, the little bit of backwards. This thing, hands down, is incredible and worth theme park admission. We waited 45 minutes, and it definitely could have waited a lot longer and still be worth it.
I would have waited 2 hours to go on that.
And that's someone who doesn't
Okay.
like to wait in line.
All right.
Heck,
That's a
move it up to 4 hours.
well, now we're getting crazy. That's
Yeah,
a
that is a little
glowing
crazy.
review. Glowing
That-
review.
I will say the only negative for Universal is child swap. And so this is one where Callum, our 4-year-old, of course not tall enough to ride, has to sit in line with the whole family. And then when you get up to the attraction, there's a little area to watch a movie or something for the kids. Disney does child swap so much better.
Yeah, that's kind of torture. Wait in line and then don't get to go on it. Like,
Yep.
A 4-year-old knows what's happening, and those height requirements are so high. You have some older kids that are like, I'm going to go. Nope, sorry, kid. Sit over there.
And also, you know, they could theme some of these kid areas a little bit better. Like Forbidden Journey was all dark and showing Harry Potter movies, and all the kids are in there crying. I'm like, can we at least show Cat in the Hat, Doctor something? It doesn't have to fit the theme. You know, make it kid-friendly a little bit.
Yeah, if you're not tall enough to go on it, you're probably not old enough to actually watch the movies either. That's
Exactly.
concerning. Yep. So next up, you went and someone was selected to get a wand.
Me.
Yeah, we did Olivanders. That was probably the longest line we waited in. But what happened, Olivia, when we got up next in line? What did Mom and Dad both whisper in your ear?
To put on my birthday pin.
Yes, at the exact same time, Maddie and I whispered at her, put on your birthday pin. And we went in, and they probably took about 20 of us. I was actually shocked that Olivia got picked, but talk about the experience.
It was so fun. So, like, I went up there, and then, like, he pulled out one wand and had me try it on these flowers, and then it wouldn't work. So then he gave me another wand, and it didn't work. And then he gave me one wand, and, like, air blast up at me, and, like, it was really cool, like the actual Harry Potter movie. And
Cool.
then I tried again, and it actually worked.
So that wand chose you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super cool. And he tells you, like, it has fox string in it, it has unicorn in it.
Well, of course it has unicorn in it. I mean,
Yeah,
any
it's got-
good wand's going to have
Good
unicorn.
key, of course.
Yeah.
And then, Doug, so when you text me earlier in the day, what is the over and under of me buying my kids wands? You said 100%.
Yeah.
I said
You thought you were going to buy
50-50.
one.
Nope.
You're
I ended up
hilarious.
buying 3 wands because Olivia got chosen, so we had to get that one. Declan had to get one. And, of course, Callum picked Bellatrix Lestrange's wand. Why not? And here's the greatest thing. They're out doing the wand things, and I had a random lady come up to me, and she goes, I need you to know that your son has Bellatrix's wand. And I'm like, oh, I'm well aware. He chose it. I didn't get a say in this one.
I mean, you got to choose what you got to choose. I really think the real bet would have been not whether you're buying a wand for each of your children. It's more if you'd be buying one for each of your children and your wife.
She already has a wand here.
That doesn't
So-
mean she wasn't going to get another one.
That's true. That's true. Actually, we might talk more about that on the Patreon show, because I am going to talk to on Patreon this week. You'll hear from my wife, who has read all the Harry Potter books 50 plus times. No joke on that number. I just asked her before coming down here, and she's going to talk more about the land as well.
I've bought all the Harry Potter books for my children.
There you go.
Yeah, it's about the same. About the same. All right. One other thing here in the Potterverse before we move along. Butterbeer. Is it better than blue milk?
Olivia, do you like butterbeer?
It was okay. I didn't really like the buttery, but
Just
neither
the
did
beer?
my brothers. I didn't.
That's
Do you like,
concerning.
wow, yeah, that is. I don't know
Watch
about
out,
that
I don't
answer.
really know.
Watch out.
I will tell you what, Olivia. It is 1,000 times better than blue milk and 10,000 times better than green milk. Wes is wrong, who listens to this show.
Poor
It was
Wes's son. being forced to drink blue milk now, probably while we're talking, Derek.
It is. It's true. And yeah, Butterbeer is phenomenal. And what's funny is I go to Universal every 5 years. This is maybe the third time I've gotten Butterbeer. I have forgotten how good it is. It's really good. And what's going to happen is I'm going to go probably in about 3 years from now, and I'll forget how good it is, and then I'll drink it. I'm like, oh, it's so good.
It's really the only reason I would get a mission into Universal.
Yeah. It's worth it alone. I think so. So it drives me nuts that Disney can't figure out how to make a good drink that they can make $1 bajillion off of.
Yeah, they failed. They swung, they missed, they keep swinging, but they're not even trying.
I got some LeFou's brew while I was down there, so and it's not even close either.
Did they still put the stuff on top of it? The foamy stuff, right?
Yep. Stuff that kills you.
Yeah. That's the stuff I didn't like.
So. Yeah, she didn't like it either.
Oh, it didn't kill you, so you.
But it's better than blue milk and green milk.
See? So. Smart child.
Yes. All right. So any other Harry Potter things you did? You did all the Harry Potter attractions. What else? Anything else Harry Potter before we move on?
The roller coaster by the second ride.
Yeah, the Gringotts?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the little Flight of the Hippogriff?
Yes.
Oh, we did do Flight of the Hippogriff a bunch of times.
Yeah.
I went, Mom went, the kids
went. I went 4 times.
Olivia went without us. They're now big enough to go on rides where we can stand and watch them, which is actually...
Declan was this close. Wait, this
they
close
can't see. It's
to
definitely...
able.
Yeah.
The radio. Just that close, folks.
That close, guys. You can see it. But yeah, that was really cool that the kids all experienced that as well. So, and then, yeah, we of course did the train back and forth and Gringotts.
It was so cool.
But I will tell you what, traveling with kids and then having their own wands, you're going to be spending a lot of time them doing the interactive magical activities when Derek wants to go do more rides.
Oh, Derek, you and rides. It's like that's all that matters to you. Speaking of.
I also want to do a bunch of rides.
You want to do everything. You're my child.
Yep. So, rides. Let's talk about Velocicoaster. Was it good?
Was it good? It was great. And let me tell you why. I'm walking over there with the wife and kids. We're about to get lunch, and we see the sign, 20-minute wait. And I was like, oh, and my wife's like, go do it. And so I run down there. She's like, I'll get the kids lunch. I run down, jump in single rider line, walk onto the attraction, walk on. I am off the ride before the food has even hit the table for lunch at Dino Digs. And this ride is smooth. It twists, turns, would literally kill you, Doug, so don't ever do it. At one point, you're upside down and your head's looking at the water, but I'm just blown away with how the engineering is for this ride. I cheered the whole time. I lost my voice. I was so excited. It is the best roller coaster I've ever been on. Now, Hagrid's is the best overall attraction. This is the best roller coaster.
But it does only, you don't have seatbelts up here,
on your shoulders.
Up on your shoulders.
That's why Olivia wouldn't go on it.
Only on your, if it had shoulders, then I would have gone. But no.
She looked at it. The kids looked at it. They watched it. They're like, yeah.
Were they tall enough?
Yeah, I was.
Olivia was.
Okay, but you made a smart, educated decision of, nope.
Well, and that was one of those, Dad's going to do this one without them first before, yeah. I want to enjoy it. I don't want to be there trying to protect.
Right. Worried about their experience. All right. Let's get more into the fact that Derek doesn't eat food while at theme parks when he's go, Derek.
Nope.
So did you eat any food on this day of go, grind them into the ground?
Nope. Didn't eat a thing.
Me either.
Olivia didn't get fed either?
No, you ate lunch at Dino Digs. You didn't eat dinner. So at dinner time, we decided to skip dinner and go do The Simpsons, me and Olivia. And it was totally worth it because that ride, they make fun of all the other theme parks. And I had never done it. So, but yeah, I did not eat until late that night at the kitchen at the Hard Rock. I got really cranky. We're going to talk about that on the Patreon. My wife wants to talk about how I forget to eat.
Yeah, it's a habit of yours. Derek forgets to eat and bring socks, so it's questionable. So you skipped some meals, you fed your children.
I did, yeah, the children are always fed. It's okay.
So how is Seuss Land for Callum and shorter folks?
We spent a lot of time in Seuss Land. I did it all with Callum while they were going through some more Wizarding World stuff. And then they went and did it while I went and did Incredible Hulk. But Callum loved it. It's definitely a knockoff Winnie the Pooh ride and a spinner and then an above ride. So it definitely toned down versions of what you can get at Disney. But he enjoyed it. He doesn't know Dr. Seuss that well, but he definitely liked the attractions. And you guys got to do them all.
Even I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Wait, he doesn't know Dr. Seuss. Olivia, aren't you reading Dr. Seuss books to him every day? Like, isn't that what you do at bedtime? You should have a Dr. Seuss book, and you should be reading to him every night.
I like comic books and Dogman, where I barely have to read.
Wow, yes.
Okay, well,
you know how your firstborn reads like 10 books a day?
Yeah.
That's my secondborn, so...
Yeah, well, my firstborn read Harry Potter to my thirdborn at one point, the whole series.
Wow, you should do that sometime.
There you go, Olivia. Goals.
Yeah, if you do that, we'll go back and you guys can do the wand things again.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dr. Seuss was... You know what? It's funny because I had been to Dr. Seuss Land before, and I didn't really like it when I was in my 20s.
No.
And now taking a child, I'm like, hey, this is so much better.
It is. It's a lot better, and it's not bad.
The green eggs and a ham stand was not open, though, and I was very upset about it. I was going to eat. For the record, I planned on eating with Callum in Dr. Seuss Land. There was nowhere to get food.
That is concerning. That is concerning. So the Hulk. How many of you went on the Hulk?
Just him.
Just me. And after I got off of it, I told Madison, "You are not doing it." And great. Kent actually agreed with me as well when we saw him later in the park. This thing bounced you around. My head, you have the armrest, shoulder rest. My head hit so many times, I had a splitting headache afterwards. It is not as smooth as it once was. Definitely needs a refurb. And I talked to a couple other people there, and they agreed. It was rough. So I'm retired. That ride's
love.
done with me. Yep.
It had a long refurb a couple years ago, like a long one.
But more for graphics and some of the Q stuff.
They evidently didn't give the
new coat of paint. I know they painted all the track.
Paint doesn't make it smoother.
No,
that's for sure.
Need some oil.
I told my dad before, don't go on Hulk, but
I have to. Well, here's the great thing. We had the Express Pass.
Yeah, Express Pass.
And this thing. This thing is incredible. This is what Lightning Lane should be, in my opinion.
Yes.
We saved probably 4 hours on lines alone using the Express Pass. It really did make staying at Universal or at Hard Rock completely worth it, skipping lines. And very few people felt like had it. So, I mean, my kids were able to go on Forbidden Journey multiple times, just right there, very front of the line.
Amazing.
Yeah, Hulk, I was just walk right on because I went through the Express Lane.
I think this is a topic I want to talk to you about more, about how Express Pass and Lightning Lane could be the same, but they never can. I think that's we'll talk on the Patreon show about some nitty gritties there, because I have I would love for Lightning Lane to work like Express Pass, but logistically the numbers can't add up the same way.
Oh, I agree.
So
with
we'll
you
talk
now
about
after
that
experiencing
more.
them both, but it was great. The thing, all I can say is it makes it worth staying on property. I know a few people listening to the show might commute from Disney World to it, but this is one where, like, doing the math, staying on property with the Express Pass and the closeness,
family of 5.
Yeah, it added up to making it completely worth it.
Every now and then, Michelle will book somebody a room at one of the resorts that gives you Express Pass. They won't actually ever go sleep in the room. They'll come to it from Disney, use the Express Pass, because it's cheaper to book the room for like 4 or 5 than to buy Express Pass. Because Express Pass is not $16 a day, just to clarify. And it changes day to day. And yeah, it's more than your admission ticket.
Yep, I've bought it before, not staying at Universal, so I've been there. I've done that side of it.
But that was just for 2 and not for 5.
Correct.
Which is huge difference, right?
Yes.
All right, let's go outside the parks. We didn't talk about City Walk yet at all. What did you do at City Walk, and did you enjoy City Walk? Did you meander through City Walk? Did you walk through City Walk?
Did you like the downtown? Where did we eat?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember where we ate at? Jimmy Buffett's.
Oh,
Margaritaville, Doug.
It was amazing.
Did you get the volcano nachos?
Yeah.
Yes,
They're
we did.
so good.
And our family of 5 destroyed them. Absolutely not. They're a hit. They're so good.
Did you get a cheeseburger in paradise?
I actually did.
I did.
Oh.
Yeah, and so did Olivia. So that was not as good, but it was still good. You ate the whole thing. So had a couple of fruity rum drinks that were really good too. And then one thing I really loved is I wore my Margaritaville shirt that I actually bought at that Margaritaville on my honeymoon 12 years earlier. So bringing back the memories with that one.
That's fancy.
And they gave us special light up cups there.
Yep, light up cups. And a balloon person came
Yeah, and she
fun.
made balloons.
that we actually have successfully kept and brought home. I don't know how they made it home.
We have them
How?
I don't know.
right here, right now.
I don't
Did
ask
you
questions.
carry them
Doug.
onto the airplane? What?
Yep, they did.
Okay then. All right. Did you go on Hogwarts Express? We didn't ever mention that park hopping.
Yeah.
That was Callum's favorite, going back and forth on the train. So definitely a huge hit. It's a different show both ways, so make sure you do it both ways.
And there's character interactions.
Yep, you see characters on the Express, and then, of course, it's great to get over to the other side. We did do a few attractions on the other side at Universal as well. I took Olivia and Callum because Declan wanted to do more interactive wand stuff. So we did a few things with that. The extroverts went off on their own. So we did Shrek and Minions.
Good choice.
So, yep.
The nice thing about the Minions, Callum was too little to ride in the real thing, so he could still watch them and everything, but he was not sitting in a
Moving seat.
seat.
I did not know they had that option.
I didn't either. I got
Which
lucky
is
when we
really
went there, and I was
nice.
like, thank goodness.
I think every time we've been to Universal, Minions is closed for refurb. It's just been really bad luck.
So that's how The Simpsons has been for me. And so that's why I went out of my way to make sure I got on it this time.
Nice. All right. Are we ready for the lightning?
The lightning round!
All right, Olivia, this is the lightning round. I'm going to let your father ask you the questions because he is more prepared to do that than I am. But remember, there are no wrong answers, and you are scored, so answer correctly.
Okay.
All right. So, Olivia, what is your favorite movie?
My favorite movie, I like Tarzan.
To clarify, Disney movie.
Tarzan.
Disney
the
movie,
lightning
yes.
round. Yes.
Oh.
Tarzan's still a Disney movie.
Yes,
That's
perfect.
fine.
Yeah.
Then Tarzan. I really like
Crash
Tarzan.
in the Camp.
All
Great
right.
song in that movie.
All right. And what is your favorite Disney, Pixar, anything character?
Jesse.
You just changed. You had Chewbacca all day.
I know, but I like Jesse more.
Okay.
The pressure of the lightning round is
I know,
scored,
changing
for real.
answers. I actually have the write-down right here.
Jesse gets you more points
For the
than
record, we did
Chewbacca.
this earlier today, and it took her like 30 minutes to get through each question on the way to school. So, all right, favorite Disney villain?
Ursula.
Yep. Favorite Disney song?
The Mickey Mouse Club.
Yep.
Mickey Mouse. Don't look at no. That
There you
one.
go.
The Mickey Mouse Club March.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
that one.
Not the Clubhouse.
No, not the one that
No.
Callum listens to all the time.
Okay. On repeat.
So, all right, favorite Disney park?
Hollywood.
Hollywood
That was
Studios.
fast, decisive.
That was easy. Yep, we went there a couple times. Once just me and her. Actually, twice just you and me this last trip. Favorite classic attraction?
Rock and roller coaster.
Classic, Doug.
Makes me feel really
Classic, yes.
old. Open when I
She
graduated
doesn't
high
even know
school.
what Aerosmith is, so
That's true. It's so classic.
it is. That was way before
They
she
are
was
on
born.
classic rock channels.
They are.
It
When
adds
she
up.
said that, I cried when she said that earlier today. So there you go. Rockin' is old. It is due. So
Yeah.
favorite
Rise of the Resistance.
modern attraction.
Rise of the Resistance.
That is
you
the
go.
correct answer, Olivia. Good job. You might teach your dad a thing or two.
I still love the attraction. So how cool is it to walk on?
Amazing. We only had to wait for 20-ish minutes.
No, we literally walked. Yeah, it wasn't even. It wasn't even. That was a walking to get onto the attraction.
20
was
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From when we got. It was from when we got into the park.
We
to
didn't
getting-
even run.
No, we got into the park and we got literally in with in on the actual ride in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's anyway. That was crazy. So favorite Disney resort.
Yacht club / beach club.
Okay.
Yeah, she loves the pool.
I mean, hard to argue.
The pool gets me.
And you like being so close on the Skyliner, too.
Yeah.
All right. Favorite counter service restaurant? It's called Backlot Express.
Backlot
I know
Express.
Wow.
I knew that.
You
It's
have
chicken fingers.
chicken nuggets, chicken
Yep.
strips, yeah.
So we were supposed to meet Mom at Epcot, and I know there's no chicken nuggets in Epcot,
Nope.
so we made a beeline for Backlot.
Smart.
So favorite table service restaurant?
Garden Grill. Definitely. Without a doubt.
Wow. Undisputed.
As long as the characters are there, because that's what makes it really fun.
Okay.
Yeah. So favorite Disney snack?
Mickey ice cream bar. No, not the
Solid.
bar, the sandwich.
Oh,
Sandwich.
even better.
Sandwich.
I
Yep.
like
no
those,
no
yeah.
need for sticks.
Yeah.
Who
And then
needs a
your-
stick?
No one wants a
No
stick.
one.
And favorite Disney drink?
I only get pop because this is like the only time I really get pop because I don't get pop at home. So just root beer / pop or yeah.
Yep. The only time we let our kids really drink pop is at Disney or on the airplane to go to Disney. Yep.
Vacation.
Yep.
And speaking of vacation, what is your Disney bucket list thing?
To stay at Disney for a month or 2.
I mean, why not?
I know, exactly.
Yeah.
She's paying for it, absolutely.
Yeah, that makes sense. You know, your
But I
dad's
have
bucket
the
list was just staying at Hard
Express.
Rock, so I like yours better.
I have a lot of bucket list items. It was a great resort. I'm going to go back for
Yeah.
sure. Are you going to
Well-
go back?
Yeah.
Well, that concludes
The
lightning round. Great job, Olivia.
Yep.
Thank you.
And where can people find you? I'm kidding. That's,
Yeah,
two
never
So that is it. And yeah, thanks, sweetheart. And you can follow along all the things at Rope Drop Radio. We got a lot of pictures from when my phone wasn't dead. Hey, how was it that Dad's phone was dead? We talked about that last week.
Oh yeah, his phone completely died from the rain. It was an experience, but he realized now why I'm always yelling at my phone.
Yep. Yeah, I took Olivia's
So
phone
glitchy.
on, and her phone is an iPhone 7 or whatever, 6, 7,
8.
and no, it's before then.
7, 8,
And
9.
It was really bad trying to use my daughter's phone that she just uses for games and stuff, and so now I realize I might have to buy you an actual phone now. It's a backup for me.
He can text on
Yeah.
Messenger Kids, and that's it.
It was
About
Yeah. Okay.
so she learned firsthand what Dad is like without a cell phone. So there you go.
he's scary.
I am scared. That's the only time I get mad, I guess, now. So, well, if you want to take your...
He's the Hulk.
There you go, especially when I bounce around on that ride. Also, a couple other quick things. We did meet Blue, which if you are at Universal, you got to meet Blue. It scared the bejeebus out of Olivia. And my son, we talked about this on a previous show, went and did the Kong ride, and he loved it so much. So two other quick things with Universal. But if you want to book those things, you got to talk to the Rope Drop Queen, Michelle McKnight. Her email is in the show notes, and it is definitely worth staying on property. Get to Universal, do all the things, make some wands, hopefully get picked for Ollivanders. We had an incredible time, so much so that we are definitely going
Better
to
than
go...
incredible.
Better than an incredible time, and we are definitely going back. So that is it for this week's show. We're going to talk more on the Patreon episode about Harry Potter and Derek in the theme parks and not eating with my spouse. But yeah, follow us at all the things at Rope Drop Radio. But for Doug and Olivia, I'm Derek. You've been listening to Rope Drop Radio.